For all the like hype that this beer got, I feel like it's actually a pretty good, like fruited tart beer that does not taste like you're taking a packet of mustard to the dome. What's going on, everybody? We up in here, Chop and Brew tasting notes on another badass gimmicky beer that Bob Sodman and I are extremely excited about. This is the mustard beer y'all been hearing about.
Oh, yeah.
So, Bob, how forward to this are you looking?
Not at all.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm extremely excited for this. Like, this is blending my worlds right here. Like, I love mustard. I love beer. Why not make a mustard beer?
Yeah. So it's from French's Mustard, Oskar Blues, tropical wheat beer brewed with French's mustard and other natural flavors, which we will talk about as we taste it. They have a homebrew recipe going around that we'll link and talk to, but I had one this evening.
What? Without me?
I'm sorry, bro. I needed to know. So you open one up and start. They said tropical wheat. It's a bunch of two-row and some white wheat malt, nugget hops, fermented with California ale yeast, so not like a Belgian wit or some weird kind of like wit beer kind of thing on the wheat beer, but like it's got lemon puree, passion fruit, key lime, tangerine, and then 3 ounces per gallon of French's mustard. So if you're doing a 5-gallon batch, that's 15. I assume that's almost a jar, right? Like, what is that? What's the ounces on that jar up there, yo?
8 ounces.
Oh, that's only 8.
Yep.
Okay, so for a 5-gallon batch, it would be 2 of those, almost 2 of those. So
what? Do you know? Does it say in the recipe when it's added? I forget.
Rack to secondary and add the puree and yellow mustard and swirl to mix. Be careful not to oxygenate. So it's going in, I don't know if you would call that secondary or almost at like packaging with a cold crash, but it's not in the boil for sure. Cheers, Bob. Welcome back home.
Cheers, Tommy.
Boop, boop.
I don't even know what to expect with this one. All right. Nose is great.
Yeah. The nose to me is very like the lime, the lemon.
Ooh. Man, that back end really hits you with the mustard. It's literally like taking, would you call it watered down mustard at the end there? And it's just, I don't know, it's almost lemony, and it really hits the pucker factor.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, as I drank it the first time, I was like, I get the lemon. And then I suddenly started thinking about how much maybe lemon actually has fruit flavors, which you never think about. But like these lemon rind, these lemon lime, when you think about how many purees are in here, you're like, oh, maybe mustard kind of does this between like the vinegar and the flavor of the brown yellow mustard seeds. But you definitely get all, like, I should have looked that up. Like, what the hell is in yellow mustard? Tell me what's on the back of that thing. Turmeric?
Distilled vinegar, water, number 1 grade mustard seed, salt, turmeric, paprika, spice, natural flavor, and garlic powder.
For all the like hype that this beer got, I feel like it's actually a pretty good, like fruited tart beer that does not taste like you're taking a packet of mustard to the dome. Like the main thing that popped out at me was like, I taste the mustard, but maybe I've never questioned what mustard tastes like. You just kind of say like mustard tastes like mustard. And then you're like, well, what the hell does that mean? Like, it's obviously got tartness, it's got acidity, but yeah. When I started thinking about how all these other fruit purees complement it, I was like, man, mustard might have a little bit of that kind of tropical fruit thing that's just kind of overridden by acidity. Are you just going to take that to the dome?
I don't think I've ever just had mustard. Keep a mustard packet in your car, y'all. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Perfect. In perfect timing.
Because your hot dogs are ready?
Hot dogs are ready, y'all.
Ding. Hot dogs are done. So we've got plans for it. We wanted to do a quick tasting note just to get it out on the internet, but we plan to cook with this beer, if nothing else, to just do brats in it, but maybe something bigger, and then to make beer mustard with mustard beer.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, a la the Nate Dogs episode that we did in your kitchen. Oh, what's up, hot dogger? How's that? How's that pairing?
Natural casing, mustard, the unctuousness, the fat in there. Oh, so good. Having that bite of the hot dogs with that shot of mustard on it makes that beer kind of taste like a pale ale. Like the mustard just kind of, I wouldn't say it fades away, but it just it's hidden, it's muted, if you will.
Yeah, the beer and the mustard then kind of neutralize each other and just leave the malts and hops.
And exactly, that's the best description for it.
And then a beer mustard that we make with this is going to be, I would assume, pretty dope because it's going to have all these fruit flavors in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It almost tastes kettle soured, but they don't say that anywhere in their description. So I think all of this tartness is just coming from the fact that this purees are based on very tart fruits. Key lime, lemon.
That's not on the card that came with the beer. No, it's not. Okay. That's...
You got a card? Come on, Frenches. I didn't get no card. What? What is this? Mustard
beer based in sausages and onions. So it's bangers and mustard.
Well, we got to do that when we cook up. I thought we were just going to boil some brats, but yeah, man, that's a more legit recipe. 1
can of mustard beer, half a cup of classic yellow mustard, some honey, butter, onions, 6 smoked sausages, and 6 hoagie or hot dog rolls.
Where are we going to get those smoked sausages from?
Kermerchik's. Right? Isn't that our local place?
I'm feeling that. Yep, Minneapolis, man, I feel that 100%. All right, so now we got a couple things to do. I thought we were just going to, like, boil some brats and then, like, give them a little color on the grill, but it sounds like we have a whole other agenda now.
I don't think I'll ever eat hot dogs the same way. This is delicious.
Yeah, I like it. It's not the gimmick that I thought it was going to be, which is nice because we have a lot of it.
This hits all the right pucker factors. Like you were saying, it tastes like a kettle sour, but it's not. It doesn't leave that, for me, that I'll equate it to acrid aftertaste that I've gotten with a lot of kettle sours lately. That just kind of like, what is that in the back of my jaw? Why is that there? You know, why am I tasting that? And this is kind of like, it's like grandma coming in. Oh, look at those puffy cheeks.
No. All right, so stand by for part 2 where we chop in with this brew. But we wanted to get these tasting notes out there. If it's still around, I would say pick up a 6-pack. If you like wheat beers, if you like fruited beers, if you just do all the gimmicks like Bob and I with our 1 chip challenge and our Cheetos chicken sandwiches, like it's definitely a nice payoff for sure. I'm glad we have it. All for mustard.
Mustard for all.
Oh, what kind of mustards do you guys got in the fridge that aren't like just fancy pants?
Spicy Grain and Coleman's and...
You got some of that, what do they call it? De jour? Oh, yeah. Coleman's. Everybody's a last name, a possessive.
That's mustard.
I never thought about that. All these mustards are named after like a person. Golden's, French's, Coops.